Okay, so back to the questions. Obviously not worried about being banned in China.
I wouldn't be excited about it because I like playing there. But if it happens, it happens.
Yeah. Cool. And I guess what was it like filming in Taiwan? Like, what was your favorite part? Or were there any surprises?
I think for me, it was just really cool to go to different locations, you know, because as I said before, I mean, I did get to come here with the wife and do all that, but most of the time when you go to a country on tour, you're there, you go to the venue, you got to do press, you are stuck around the venue, and you're really only in a country like Taiwan for 1 or 2 days. You know,
so you don't get time to go.
You don't get time to go around. So for me, I just really enjoy being able to go to different locations, even though I was working filming, going out and just seeing everyday places. You know, that's what interests me when I go to different countries. It's not so much the tourist places. Like, I'll go to Longshan Temple to shoot photos, you know, because it looks cool. But what I really enjoy doing is walking down little alleyways and finding some place that looks good to eat, and I don't read the menu or whatever, and I just go and I'm like, give me that. And they, like, you know, hold their hand out, and I'll give them some money and
hope it's the right
amount, you know?
That's awesome.
And I'll go and eat, not in some tourist place, but I want to go and eat
local.
Yeah, and I want to see people. Nothing against tourist places, because some of them are really cool. You know, you get to see some cool cultural things. But for me, it's much more edifying to me to sit somewhere and just be amongst everyday life. You know, I'm like, okay, I kind of feel what this is about now. You know?
Yeah.
So that for me was really one of the coolest things, you know. And just getting to hang out with the film crew. Everybody who worked on that film was just beautiful people, you know.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't speak English. I obviously don't speak Mandarin or Taiwanese, except for thank you or whatever, you know. But we had a really nice time, you know.
Cool.
Oh, and it was very nice getting my hair done every day. These people were so nice. They were like,
Oh, they do the whole massage thing?
Yeah. Put everything. I look forward to it every day. I don't get that kind of primping.
Yeah. Oh, can I ask, why do you have, when did you start doing dreads?
I mean, I just stopped combing my hair about 4 years ago. I surf all the time, so it just started getting tangled, and I got tired of trying to brush it out. This is what my hair does anyway.
So it just naturally, you just let it go?
Yep, and it's all blonde from being bleached in the seawater.
Oh,
it's not like color or anything.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
How often do you go surfing?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. If there's waves, every day.
Wow.
Every day. It's a integral part of my spirituality.
Would you consider yourself a spiritual person?
Absolutely. I don't have a definition for God or anything, you know, but I believe that there is some sort of greater force that runs through not just us as a human race, but through our planet. Everything is connected, you know. So I enjoy going to different places of worship, no matter where I am, what country, and just seeing the people engaged in spirituality, looking for something outside of themselves. You know, I think in today, especially in this hyper-connected world, and everybody's looking at their phones and insular and stuff, I think it's good to look outside yourself. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
And surfing. Can you surf? Do you surf?
Me? I've gone once.
Yeah.
When I was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But
did you stand up? Were you able to do it?
No.
Oh,
the surfboard they gave me was way too big. So my
No.
friends took me.
You want a longboard to start with.
It's so, well, like, you can't move it because I'm tiny. So, like, it's really hard to, like, get it in the right position.
Right, yeah, but once you do, if you stand up, surfing, until they figure out how to ride sound or light, surfing is the only way to ride a form of energy, because that's what a wave is. It's not gravity, it's not water moving, it's an energy wave.
Yeah.
You know, moving through the ocean, and it moves the water around it. It's actually a wave. So, and when you surf, you are completely, because the environment is constantly changing. You can't think ahead. You can't plan. You can't say, I'm going to do this.
So it's all just like body.
Yeah, it's constant adjustment to your environment. It's total immersion in that moment. You know, I hate to use the kind of hack term, but it's very zen. You know, it's be here now, be here in this moment, and that's good for your mind. When you're surfing, you're not thinking about your wants, you know, your desires, your anger, your ego, any of that stuff. You just are. You're just existing for a few seconds. And it's great. It's like meditation.
It's true. Do you meditate?
When
you're surfing?
When I'm disciplined about it, yes. Oh. But I haven't been disciplined lately.
Me neither.
You meditate?
Yeah.
Cool.
When I'm disciplined, it's usually like 2 to 3 hours every day, starting at like 5 in the morning. So we have like an hour of still meditation and then an hour and a half of moving meditation.
I studied Soto Zen.
Soto Zen?
Yeah. Like, I prefer that to Rinzai. They say Rinzai is for the shogun, Soto is for the peasant. But I sit Zazen, you know, when I'm disciplined. Normally 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes before bed.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Twist your legs up into spaghetti and stare at a wall. So it's good for you.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's definitely, like, I know, like, when I meditate, I feel a lot more, like, grounded and a lot more effective and get work done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And I guess I had a couple more questions, so Taiwanese, we're skipping that. So you also co-wrote some of the vocals for one of the movie tracks. I wanted to ask, like, what was that process like? And, like, how did you guys collaborate, obviously, long distance?
Freddie sent me the music, and I can't remember. Did I co-write? I know I sang.
Okay. On the credits, it says Randy Blythe for lyrics. So
okay, I think I must have written some of the lines. Okay. I think he probably explained to me what he wanted from it, and I wrote.
You're like, okay, we'll write something.
This was several years ago. Now that I recorded that,
wow.
So
for sure. So you recorded it in Richmond. You're mostly based in.
I don't even know. I was thinking about that the other day because they just released a song, and I was like, where did I record that? I think I recorded it in California, maybe, with our producer, because I was out there recording the last Lamb of God record. I do vocals so often and in different places, I can't even remember where I recorded it.
Oh, wow.
But, no, I remember tracking it, and it's natural to me to do that. So it's not like some sort of crushing process or anything, you know. And our voices work well together. I was happy with the final mix.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy your voice. Like, I was listening to some of the tracks yesterday.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. You have a really good growl.
That's how I make my living.
Yeah. So do you think you said you do a lot of vocal work. Like, what else do you do, like, besides for Lamb of God?
Besides what?
You said you do a lot of vocal work. So is it like just for Lamb of God, or do you do a lot of other projects?
Lately I've been helping. Have you ever heard the punk band The Bad Brains?
The Bad Brains?
Bad Brains?
No.
They're legendary punk band from DC. I've been helping them out with some vocals every now and then because their singer just had a brain operation. And he can't sing the fast stuff as well. He sings more slower stuff. I filled in on vocals for my friends in this band I Hate God. You ever heard of them? EYE, hate God. They're from New Orleans. Their singer was getting a liver transplant.
Oh, dude.
So I helped out with that. I don't know, I make guest appearances on records and stuff, but mostly it's Lamb of God.
Okay, cool.
I think it's time to do a punk rock band, though. A new punk rock band. I think I'm going to do a side project with the bass player, the Bad Brains, maybe. Since Trump is president, it's time to
say something about it.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you heard like Prophets of Rage then?
Oh yeah, we played festivals with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
Tom Morello's a smart guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And I have a lot of respect for Chuck D as well. You know?
That's cool. Did you know Morello's a vegetarian? Did you know Tom Morello is vegetarian?
It makes sense. It's probably vegan.
Yeah. Actually, just vegetarian. I was researching this because
I went to recently. I was in Chile, and I went to. Do you know who Pablo Neruda is? Pablo Neruda is one of the finest poets in the history of the world. Basically, very romantic. Right? He writes words that make women fall to pieces, and did. So I went to his house in Chile. It's this beautiful house, and one of the guys took a museum, and one of the guys there came up to me. He's like, "Oh, I work here. I'm a fan of your band. Welcome to Pablo Neruda's house." I'm like, "Awesome." I'm like, "Do you get a lot of musicians coming through here? When they're on tour?" He goes, "Nope, just you and Tom Morello." So I guess Tom Morello had gone there, but I'm like, "Really? I mean, this guy is like a master." Of poetic language. You should look up Pablo Neruda, Chilean poet.
Neruda, N-A-R-U-N-A?
Yeah, N-E-R-U-D-A.
D-A. Neruda.
Yeah,
Pablo Neruda. Okay, I will definitely.
But Tom Morello was there. He's
cool.
I bought my wife a book of poems from there.
That's awesome. How did you meet your wife?
We were working in a restaurant together, and she was a bartender, and I was cooking, and we had both been in relationships that had ended recently, and we weren't really looking for a boyfriend, girlfriend. Everybody was like, "You two should date," and we were like, "No," and then it happened. Here we are, 15 years later or whatever.
Oh, last question. So would you act in a sequel?
Sure, absolutely. I tell you, Freddie sends me an email. I'm like, yes, okay, cool, I'll do it.
Okay, awesome. I actually asked him about that like right after I saw the movie. I was like, when's the next one coming out? And he's like, I'm going to do politics for a while.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, wow. So tonight's your first time. You're going to see it. All right. You should be very excited.
I'm very excited. So they didn't cut me from the movie?
No, you're still you're in there a bunch. Yeah. It's actually really funny.
Good. I'm wondering if I'll understand, because there's a lot of Taiwanese puns in it, from what I understand.
There are.
I'm wondering if those will be lost on me.
A lot of them, yeah. Maybe only half, though. Half of them are pretty good.
I'm wondering if there will be subtitles.
There are. The subtitles
English?
are gorgeous. Yes, in English.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I will understand.
Yes, you will understand.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
They actually did really, really good translations. Yeah. So.
You would know, being a native English speaker. Were you born in Minnesota?
Yeah, I was born and grew up in Minnesota. I never thought I would leave. Like, I was one of those people that's like, I love my state. Like, it's wonderful here. Like, why would I ever leave? But then I graduated college and I came out here for a year. And like you said, it just like opens up your mind. You're like, wow, like there's all these beautiful people here, and like I love the culture.
It's really cool. Taiwan is like, to me, it's kind of like a combination of China and Japan in a weird way, because there's a lot of the sort of hustle and bustle of China, like, and some aspects of that Chinese culture. But there's a lot of the politeness from Japan.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really nice.
Which is kind of missing in China.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been.
I have not. I have not been to
It's
China.
great.
It's crazy. I have heard many stories.
I like China.
You like it?
It's
good.
It's different. The Taiwanes, I love coming here. I love eating.
This is true. Yeah. Well, you're in a good place
Oh,
to
yes.
eat. Definitely.
I need to find.
Have you eaten today?
Yeah, I ate a little breakfast. I need to find the vegetable with the empty heart. I forget what.
Oh, 空心菜.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. It's good. There's a place by Shida that does it with stinky tofu. It's the best.
That has what?
They do it with stinky tofu.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like
no.
stir-fried. You don't like stinky tofu?
No.
That's my jam.
It's too much. I ate it once when we were filming. They're like they got some on location. I can't remember where, and they're like, you have to try it once. I'm like, oh. I was like, no.
Okay.
My mother-in-law loves it.
Oh, she likes it a lot?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. And if we can get some frontal shots.
Sure.
Here's my book.